My life is not a highway, I should tell you that. Don't really ride motorcycles with a tie on as much as I used to. My life is more like a quiet roundabout in the suburbs, safely away from traffic. Works well for me. I do travel. I just got back this past weekend. My wife and I went to Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, which is a restaurant about 50 minutes from our house. It's a nice place. Good food. Nice folks. Just like Mexico when you walk in, too. There's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid at the door. Hola, senor and senorita. Hi, Randy. Just the two of us tonight. Right this way, por favor. Port. Are we on a boat? What? I made that reservation myself. That is my little push for the marriage there. My wife, she makes all the decisions. Every time we do a vacation, it's always her idea. And I think I need to jump in a bit. Because she loves to go to the beach. My wife loves going to the beach. And as you can tell, I do not. I'm a little pale. I don't hit the beach much. Go to the beach, my friend's like, Duane, take your shirt off. Yeah, good idea. If I don't burst into flames immediately, that's a good day for me. You can't be a pale guy like getting the ladies like, hey, check it out, gals. You know, on a clear day, you see my heart pump. Who wants this? Any takers? Too pale. My wife likes to make fun of me, too, because I'm pale. That's her little joke every summer. She'll come up to me and she goes, hey, that's her fun. Put your arm up next to mine for a second. Look. Look, I'm darker. I'm like, you're Filipino. This is not even funny anymore. It's actually quite racist, I think. I think it's mean. I do what I can, but I'm not one to hit the beach. She also likes us to go camping. That was her thing. She goes, we should go camping. I go, enjoy that. Do you mean like a motel? I don't want to. I work hard, so I don't have to live in the woods. I don't enjoy camping. I don't want to go out in the woods, right? Thank you. Some people also clean. Of course, this is the Seattle area, the Northwest. That's it. Everybody's dressed like they're going hiking. That's the one thing. See, everywhere you go, someone's got a backpack. Hey, backpack on. Awesome. Good stuff, bud. Going on the hike? No, I'm going on the bus. I'm a lawyer. I'm hiking to the halls of justice, you could say. Just, how about a satchel bag or something? I don't like going to the woods. We went. I finally said, I'll go camping. It was the whole family, all of her family, my family. We all went camping in the woods. And what a nightmare. It's just, I didn't know what to do. I just sat there wearing my beekeeper hat and the tie, because I'm professional. Who knows what'll happen? Show might break out. They might need somebody to do some time. And at one point they said, hey, we're all going to go on this hike to go look at this cave. There are bats up there. Yeah, maybe we should avoid that bat cave there. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the DC world, but I don't think that's good for us. We have a child. Let's not bring him up to the bat cave. Well, you can stay here. Oh, I will. It sounded more like, woo woo, because I had the beekeeper hat on. So I just sat there in the woods by myself. I think my excuse was, I'll stay here so we don't get robbed. I don't know what goes on. There's some roving band of camp gypsies going to take our stuff. I just sat in the woods. I sat in the woods staring at a tree for like 2 hours, like a crazy person. And boy, was it relaxing. What's that? Hey, this is a fun camping trip. Can we find a chiropractor down the bottom of the mountain? I think I pulled something. The only good thing I liked about camping was you can get drunk and nobody judges you. That's like you can wake up and get hammered. No side eye at all. You go downtown on a Wednesday morning, ripped. You're getting some looks. That's why for now, it changed my whole way of thinking. I see a guy down in the bottom and he's asking me for money downtown. I'm like, hey, maybe he's camping. Here's some money for eggs. Maybe he's not. Maybe this homeless thing is not as bad as we thought it was. Just have a lot of eager campers. It's my wife's idea. My wife also, I should tell you about my wife. She's a school teacher, which I think we can all agree, very tough job, right? Being married to a school teacher, it's tough. They think they know everything. And we have all these breaks, right? That's the thing about all these different breaks. We have the summer break coming up, which I don't get excited about because it's you get a couple days off during the school year. That's fun for us. We'll go to the mall or something, 3 months, that's like house arrest. That's too much togetherness. It's just every day we're fighting about something, all of us. So last summer, she goes, the first day of the break, my son and I were watching television, and she walks right in front of the TV, and I think she forgets I'm not one of the kids in her class. So she's like, guys, can I get your attention up here for a second, guys? Duane? I'm not even talking. Duane? She goes, we're not going to sit around here all summer doing nothing. We're going to do fun things together as a family. I go, I want to do that. I don't, but I have to lie. I have to live somewhere. So I'm like, yes. I'd rather just stay home and watch movies, but all right. She goes, I was on Pinterest last night. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. She's been up all night pinning things. She goes, I thought we could do a staycation. I go, what's that? She goes, oh, it's fun. A staycation is when you go around your own town, your own city, and do all the fun things that the tourists come to our town to do. So for the day, we'll be tourists in our own town. Doesn't that sound fun? No, that sounds awful. Who goes downtown on a Wednesday if they don't have court? Like, that's not fun for anybody. I go down and deal with traffic and people on their bikes? No, thanks. But I gotta do it. Gotta do what she says. That's one thing about being married. Whatever she wants to do, I'm doing that too. Whatever she doesn't want to do, I'm also doing that. She says, oh, I don't want to do that tomorrow. You're coming with me. Well, that sounds like a bad day for all of us. Why should I go? Should be really one bad story about this per family, I think. Like 2 weeks ago, I got a pap smear. I have no idea what they're looking for. But off we go. Downtown to be tourists for the day. And I have to say, I did get into my character. As soon as we parked the car, it only took a couple hours, we found a spot. I'm not good at parallel. So we parked, and we just walked around, and I became like a tourist. I got into my character. Everywhere we go, I would sit outside the entrance of the building and smoke, and then blow the smoke in people's faces as they walk by me. Just to ruin their day. Like, why not? I go, I didn't even smoke. Of course, it's Seattle, so someone's got to stop, like, sir, we have a rule, okay? You can't smoke unless you're 20 feet away from the building. I'm like, oh, I did not know this. I'm on vacation with family, yes? We come to Seattle, to Emerald Town. Ha ha! Go Seabirds! Oh, my son is so happy. Sasha, come to Papa, Sasha. Come to Papa. Look, a spaceship needle. That is where Elvis Presley lives. My wife is furious. Just like, stop it, you're embarrassing me. Knock it off. I'm like, hey, don't you talk to me that, okay? Just because we're in America, don't think you get their freedoms. Yeah, that was a fun ride home. Or back at the hotel where I mow the lawn at. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Seattle, it's exciting to be here. I'm from Renton originally. It's a pretty positive response. It doesn't always go like that. Thank you. I don't know if you've ever gone home and had something speak to you so much. We're just like, this is home, right? We got home for the holidays. It's a Monday night. We go to a bar, downtown Renton. There's a 60-year-old woman, hammered drunk, okay? So they kick her out of the bar. And she goes to her car and changes her shirt so that she can come back in the bar. The most beautiful part to me is we could see the whole thing. And as she came through the door, the bartender was like, you know what? A for effort, get back in here. Let's do this. It's a fun place. You guys should visit. Thank you. Oh, man. I do stand-up for a living. I travel a lot. Yeah, all over the place. I just spent a lot of time in the South. Yeah, like Alabama, not Tacoma, you guys know. I like it there, I like the South. People in the Northwest don't like it when I say that. I think they do some things there that we should do here, right? Not everything, calm down. They get together way more than we do, and they call it whatever they're eating or how they're gonna eat it. Barbecue, we know barbecue. You can go to a barbecue. Did you just clap for barbecue? I love you. You guys are so weird. But in the South, you can go to a fish fry. You can go to a shrimp boil. I think we should do that here, right? I don't know if it'll work. You guys want to come over for a hummus smash? Yes. Do you like a black bean burger burn? I don't know. You like a Seahawks game and then a vegan group nap or whatever they do. I don't know what they're up to. It is fun to make fun of vegans. It is. I do feel bad though. I finally caved. I did just start a vegan diet. Yeah, it's just vodka and cigarettes, but it is vegan, technically. Thank you. I should drink less. I only say that because I've woken up 3 times in the last 2 weeks with that horrible feeling in my chest. That's like, oh my God, did I tell someone I would go hiking with them? The Northwest thing? I don't know, I can't tell. You guys are fun. It is very interesting traveling so much because I'm from here. It's a liberal place, you know? So I go to these places that in my mind have always been very conservative, right? Like the South or Spokane. But I'll tell you, we're all sleeping together a little bit more than we realize. And I think that's encouraging, right? So I'll go to these conservative places and there's these hippie liberal things popping up. They got like a juice bar and a CrossFit or whatever. It's not all the way there. I went to a natural food store and they were like, do you want some essential oils for your gun? It's like, does that help? I don't know. I'm not a gun person, but every time there is a gun, I'm like, lavender seems helpful. Let's all calm down. It is interesting. You travel, the best part about traveling is you get to meet other people, right? They're from other places. And I travel alone most of the time. And so people always want to know about you, right? What kind of family do you have? Are you guys a church family? Are you a cat family? I'm like, we're a Bud Light family. I don't know what to tell you. Bunch of watered down alcoholics. It's a good time. So now I'm just like traveling the country preaching that Washington is the best place to live. I know that other people don't like, yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, one lady who's in Washington right now. Awesome. You guys are really, you're like, we're passive about it, but I just think it's beautiful, right? I think it's the most beautiful. I've traveled most places, and I think it is the most beautiful place in the world, right? Yes. It seems like I'm pandering. The evergreen state, the evergreen tree is beautiful. Even our state bird is beautiful. The Subaru Outback. Just how many are in the parking lot is so exciting to me right now. I travel alone because it's for work most of the time, but I will say that I think you should travel alone sometimes. I think it's fun. Right, because then you kind of get out of your comfort zone. You got to go and meet someone to get in an argument with, right? You didn't bring them with you. I think traveling alone keeps families together, honestly. But then you got to talk to people. I hate that. I hate it. I don't, and people are different everywhere, right? So like here, I'll tell you, because I meet audiences all the time, right? So I'm in Seattle doing a show. There's a couple in the front row. They get in a fight while I'm on stage. Okay? He gets up and he leaves. And I was like, oh my gosh, is everything okay? What happened? And she looks up at me and she goes, dog stuff. I was like, what a Seattle answer, but all right. I was like, is that why he left? Is the dog in the car? And she goes, yeah. And I go, you guys, the dog will be fine for an hour and a half or whatever. The baby is in there to keep it company. Well, I'm glad you liked it. She didn't like it when I said that. we're all very similar but different, right? So interesting situation. Like I was in Kentucky, very similar situation though. There's a couple in the audience, 2 rows back. They're talking to each other, which is annoying. They're not fighting. But I look at them. I have great crowd work, so I was like, "Hey, stop!" And and I see the guy, and he is wearing what I would call a camo print hammer pant. Okay, that's what he's working with. I was like, "Are you wearing camo sweats right now, sir?" And he looks at me with that same face, and he goes, "Oh, they're real tree," which I didn't know what that was. Okay. It's a different kind, and I was like, no matter what you're wearing, I can still see you. Please stop talking. Okay, thank you. Then I got lucky enough this year to go overseas. I performed in London and Liverpool, so I was in England. I don't know if you guys knew, London fancier than us, like by a lot. I already told you where I'm from, but I'm from a place where you walk into a nicer restaurant and you look down and you're like, oh no, I should have worn sweats. You know, like that's what I'm coming from. So I don't know fancy stuff, right? And so I'm like sitting next to this woman in London. We're waiting for a train. I'm pretending I'm Harry Potter. And I look at her shoes and I'm like, oh my gosh, my friend has those shoes. And she looks at me and she goes, no, she doesn't. I was like, okay. And she goes, these were $1,500. And I was like, whoa, where did you buy them at an airport? Why are they that expensive? Oh, God. And that flight is long, right? I don't know if you've ever, okay, I fly a lot, and I think that our fantasy every time you get on a plane, you're like, I'm gonna have a seatmate that's gonna be my new best friend. We're gonna be compatible, we're gonna get along, don't worry. That never happens, ever. But that's only for hours, like 3 hours or under flights, okay? Then you can be best friends, because at the end of that flight, you're like, Jerry, have fun in wine country, all right? Go Red Hawks, never gonna talk to you again. And then you leave. But if the flight is over 5 hours, you're like, I live in this tube now. I don't know. This is my home. It's too much, right? And you get the big planes where you can walk around, so you get up and do a lap, and the flight attendants are like, you okay? And you're like, it's my knees. My knees get tight when I've been sitting for too long, but really I'm trying to figure out who I'm gonna breed with, because this is all I work with now, right? I'm like, who's gonna give me the strongest offspring of these dudes in the back of the plane? I think I've gotten really bad at talking to people, honestly. Like, this guy, we were on a plane, and he's sitting next to me, he's like, I'm cold. And I was like, me too, we have so much in common. Like that. It's like all I'm working with now. It's here, actually, it's made me weird as far as like dating goes. I don't know if you guys knew that. Dating here, very weird. I did not know until I lived other places. Okay. I dated a guy for a while, and his idea of us spending time together was to each bring our own books to a coffee shop and then read them there separately. It's weird, but dating's about compromise, so let him do what he wanted to do then so that I could do what I wanted to do later. And what I wanted to do was not date him. That worked out. Thank you. What a weird... Thank you so much. I'm a weird person. Like, if we talk after this, you'd be like, she seems normal. Social cues, gets them, right? But if you get me in a small space, something happens in my brain where I don't know what to say to people, right? Like an elevator or a restroom. So that comes up when you're traveling, right? I was in a rest stop, had the automatic water. I'm washing my hands. There's 3 other sinks, and this lady can't get any of them to work. She's doing it. So she looks at me and she shrugs, and then I said, maybe you're dead. It's the wrong answer, you guys. It's the wrong answer. Maybe she was dead. I can't stop thinking about it. All right, you guys have been super fun. I'm Monica Nevi. Thank you so much.
Great to be here. Thanks for coming out. I want you guys to drink up, relax, enjoy the show. Please don't drink and drive. You know, they're cracking down on that. Every state now has their own anti-drunk driving slogan, and my favorite in the entire country is actually Washington State. Very intimidating. Get hammered, get nailed. Thinking, hey, that sounds like a great night to me. I don't know about you people. Where is the deterrent, Governor? Sending a bit of a mixed message there. Sure. I got other jokes. Good to be here in Seattle. I was born and raised in Seattle. And thing is about, I never knew how many assumptions and stereotypes go with my name until I started traveling around the country, touring around North America. So I like to get stuff out of the way what I'm not. First of all, I'm not Catholic. Never been in a gang, you know. Never been to prison. Don't speak Spanish. Not married with a bunch of kids. I've never landscaped. Ha ha ha. I don't have a 63 Impala lowrider. I have a 64. Totally different. Stock convertible. It's the bomb. Yeah. Beautiful car. Now, when I bought the car, all my buddies were freaking out. They're like, dude, holy smokes, man. That's a chick magnet. You kidding me? Get a lot of babes, a lot of chicks, a lot of babes, a lot of chicks. No. You know who that car attracts? Fat guys over 60. That's who that car attracts. They get very aroused at a stoplight on a hot August day. No, thank you. A lot of weird laws when you're traveling, like state laws. Like state of Oregon, you can't pump your own gas, right? I've driven through that state a zillion times. I always forget. I did it again recently. I pulled off in Eugene, start topping off the thing. Hey, what the hell are you doing? I don't know. Like a 5-year-old boy was in the parking lot. Stop yelling at me. Don't you know that's against the law? No? Why? Hell, I don't know. Only one time I got an answer. I was a tenant. He goes, I don't know the real reason. All I know is it keeps him busy until sheetrocking starts. Well, guys got to stay busy, you know, because that gasoline, it's seasonal. Run into weird phrases, too, like the state of Michigan. They have a phrase, if you've been stood up by somebody, apparently you've been porked. I had no idea. Now, a good friend of mine from San Jose, California, twice a year goes fishing on Lake Michigan. I decided to hook up and go fishing with his buddies, right? So Tony and I are standing on the shores, 5:30 in the morning. Robbie shows up. I go, hey, man, where's Jay? He goes, the jerk porked me this morning. Excuse me? Yeah, I'm pretty sore about the whole deal. We're going to be out all day. Can I get you something like a cushion? It's a long day out here, buddy. Yeah. I like going to movies when I travel, when I'm on the road. It's a great time to catch up on movies. I love it, man. I've had a ritual ever since I was a kid. I always buy myself a box of Red Vines licorice and a Coke. You remember a kid? You should chew off both ends of the licorice and make yourself a straw. Yeah, well, if you go to movies by yourself, feeling a little lonely, a little frisky, you can chew off both ends and then blow in your own air. Stop it. I'm trying to watch the movie. You do that long enough, you get your own special little section all the way around you. Nobody bothers you. Yeah, I used to party a lot when I was on the road touring. Oh, man, not good. I get drunk after the show, then I wake up in some hotel room just trashed. Oh, man. You ever been so hungover you had to lay down to take a shower? Oh, man, I'll never forget that day. I'm laying there in the warm shower, just pounding my face. Turns out I was whizzing on myself. Not proud of that. Ladies, if you're doing that, it's time to check into rehab, okay? That's a cry for help. Try and take care of myself now. I live healthier. I try to eat right. It's tough to eat right when you're traveling, you know? So I ask people, you know, when I get there, you know, after the show, hey, where's a great place to eat? Well, one night, I meet this hardcore vegan. Now, is there really a more obnoxious group of people? I mean, this woman starts giving me the riot act, and the evils of eating meat. And I'm just, hey, man, I just want to get a bite to eat. I'm hungry. I'm grumpy. And what? I'm trying to be nice, lady. But she keeps going on and on. Vince, I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat. Well, looks like you've been eating some big vegetables. I'll tell you that right now. The hippopotamus is a vegetarian, too. I don't know if you knew that, Peaches. Back it up a little. A lot of couples in here tonight, a lot of married folks, I can tell, because you're not touching. Yeah. Married people always go to comedy clubs, a lot of couples, and I like talking to people during the show. One night, this guy up front, I go, hey, you married, sir? He goes, yep. I go, you got kids? He goes, yep. 2 boys, 1 of each. How very modern, sir. Yeah, people always want to tell me their life story, relationships and breakups and divorces. Yeah, a lot of multiple marriages in this country, and that's the trend today. People getting married multiple times, and they say with each marriage, the rate of success goes up. First one, lowest rate of success. Second one, higher. Third one has the highest rate of success. Do you know why? People die. That's right. It's tough to get a divorce if somebody croaks. Marco, widow, got it. Married folks love talking to me after the shows, And at some point in the conversation, they always stop and they go, well, you don't know. You've never been married. You wouldn't understand. I know marriage is hard. I've dated married women. What a pain in the butt. It's a lot of work. People ask me a lot of personal questions, too, about my personal life. Well, what do you want in a woman, Vince? Huh? What do you want in a relationship? I want what everybody wants. Great health care. You kidding me? I'm falling apart, man. I need another hip. That's my big pickup line now. Hey, what's your copay? Huh? 15? God, you're hot. Look at you. Let's run away to Vegas. I love you. Yeah. People want to tell me their horror stories about relationships. Thank you. A lot of horror stories I hear, and I get it because I've gone through relationship horror stories too, man. And it's tough as you're getting older, right? Because you start losing belief in the whole thing, and you're so beat up emotionally, you don't know if you can take on even the lowest form of a relationship. Even friends with benefits. Like, really? We got to be friends too? Wow. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Man. Well, I had good luck. I got a great girlfriend now. We've been together 7 years. Yeah. Yeah. She lives in Santa Monica. I live here. We go back and forth. We travel back and forth. And it's great, And, if you live apart and if you're traveling, you have to have that trust. And how do you build trust? A private investigator. Exactly. I feel so much more secure with that tracking device. But I tell you, man, it's hard to build trust. And a lot of times women say we don't trust you. We do trust you. You know who we don't trust? Other men. That's exactly right. Because men are opportunist pigs. You can't turn your back for 1 second. I've had guys hitting on my girlfriend during the show in the back of the showroom, inviting her to go back to their hotel room. And that's just the comics. They're opportunist pigs. You got to keep your eye open, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you people tonight. If there is a hole in the fence, there's a woodpecker coming through. So fix your fence, people. Huh? Fix your damn fence. When you're traveling as long as I have, man, I tell you, one of the best things about a road trip is going home, Sleep in your own bed. And I will always consider Seattle my home. And I tell you, it's a beautiful city to fly into on a beautiful, clear, sunny day. You come in, man, Mount Rainier's right there, just majestic. And then they come over downtown, they tilt you down, and you can see the skyline, you can see the bumper-to-bumper traffic and the homeless encampments and the piles of needles and the stupid bike lane. I tear up. I just tear up. But I tell you, wherever I've traveled to, whether it's domestically or internationally, the first thing out of people's mouths is this. You're from Seattle. Hey, is it true everybody kills himself out there? And I go along with it because I don't want anybody else moving here, right? So I go along with it. Yes, it's sad. It's so tragic. But thank God we have the suicide traffic report every morning. It really helps out in the commute. Let's go to Paul and Chopper. Paul tells us what's going on there with traffic. And this morning we're going to take a look at Aurora Bridge. I tell you what, if you're planning on jumping this morning, you better pack yourself a lunch. You got yourself a good hour and a half, 2 hour wait, my trial alternative suicide route. Only got about a 50-minute wait there. And there's a couple jumpers ready right now to channel jump, a little backflip, and there they go. Ooh, false alarm bungee jump. Hey, we got a special treat for the jumpers and the drivers report. Up high in the tower of the ship Canal Bridge, we got ourselves a topless cross-gender construction worker blowing fire. Look at that, huh? Holy smokes, that's a chick with a stick who could kick your butt in the next week. Snap a photo to see that every day. Hey, we're going to take a look at the 520 floating bridge. Oh, my goodness, for the third day in a row, some moron is trying to kill himself jumping off the floating bridge. This jackass has got water on. We're going to take the sniper rifle out and for this piece of crap because he's just too stupid to live. Pew, pew, pew. Back to you in the studio, Steve, with the suicide traffic report. That's my show. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. You guys have been a great crowd.
I know it may not look that way because for some reason as I get older, I look angrier than I am. I have resting drunken uncle face at this point in my life. I look like Duane "The Rock" Johnson if every day was cheat day. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a famous movie star. I want to write a pie blog. That's what I look like now. I am Hawaiian, or as they pronounce it in Arizona, suspicious. But I grew up in a place where people travel to. And it's an amazing thing when you live in a tourist economy. I was in the travel industry. I worked in it when I was a kid. I would hang out to the airport and just, you know, sell people Hawaiian currency so they would be able to... Yeah, Elvis is on our 20. I don't know how that happened. I do have some travel tips if you ever go to Hawaii, and because I'd like to help. Maybe some tips you may not see. First of all, this one you hear, sunscreen. Don't be a hero. Use the sunscreen. And use a number. Don't use 15. 15 is liquid saran wrap. Don't do that. I want to get a 10. No, you're going to go home looking like a bell pepper and a pumpkin. Good luck. And the other thing, if you try and pronounce something, we are very flattered that you try, but just try and be in the ballpark. I had this woman come up to me after a show one time. I was in Hawaii. I was in this place called Kalali, Lali, 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 Lali. And then she asked me, what does that mean again? Well, the way you pronounce it, it means, please take my purse. And by the way, here's another pronunciation tip. If you're in Hawaii and you're clothes shopping, you call it Hawaiian shirt. We pronounce it shirt. And the other thing, if you go to Hawaii, get ready for bugs. Be prepared for that. The mosquitoes in Hawaii eat like the people of Hawaii. They don't stop when they're full. And the last tip I can give you, and you know what? Really, this one a lot of people forget, so keep it in mind. Come back home. It's a vacation, not a migration. Let's work together on this. I travel a lot doing comedy. I love it, but it's a lot of traveling. Here's what I've learned flying through airports across America. Apparently, the smaller the town, the smaller the airport, the more I look Arab. I just go to some airports in my underwear because, hey, let's save time. Ready to go. And whenever given the choice between the X-ray or the pat-down, I always choose the pat-down. Number one, I don't feel like being radiated every time I fly. And number two, I can close my eyes, and you are whoever I want you to be. Okay, Anne Hathaway, let's make this country safer. Oh, I'm helping America find it. Yeah, it's a creepy joke, but they started it. I want to point that out. I was in Minnesota in January because they said, hey, let's bring the Hawaiian guy here in January. And they laughed and laughed. That was impressive. That level of cold is impressive. You know what's most impressive about it? They're still there. That's amazing to me. I admire them. I admire their ancestors because I'm sure at some point someone said, hey, understand if we keep going west, there's beaches and gold. Oh, no, we're going to stay here and see how it plays out. We're good. Oh, yeah, we'll invent gravy. We'll be fine. We're going to do good. I admire them because here's my simple motto. Here's the one rule I live my whole life by. It goes like this. If your nipples cut your shirt, move. That's what I say. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina. Get this, 20 Hawaiians came to see the show in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was thinking, well, this must be witness protection program. 20 people made that decision. I am sick of paradise. Honey, North Carolina, pack it up. I'm tired of 80% humidity. Let's go for 97. Let's do this. If I see another rainbow, I'm gonna freak. 20, there are more Hawaiians in Charlotte, North Carolina than there have been on 5 years of Hawaii Five-0. Never see Hawaiians where they're supposed to be. You ever watch that Pearl Harbor movie? I have. Apparently there are no Hawaiians in Hawaii during World War II. Looks like the Japanese attacked Idaho for some reason. What happened? You couldn't find one Hawaiian actor who could do this? I've been traveling a lot. I drive a lot too. I don't mind the driving. I hate the breaking down because that's when, man, when I break down, I can do two things, open the hood and stare. That's all I got. Hope to see that big problem right on top. And I mean obvious. It's got to be like, hey, there's a poodle in here. I don't have AAA. I got this cheaper plan. I got AA. Just a bunch of alcoholics pushing my car down the highway. I appreciate the 12 steps and hey, we're done. Well, Lottie, you got the 12-step part of that joke. Congratulations. I was on I-90, Interstate 90, Eastern Washington. I saw a State Patrol minivan. And I was thinking to myself, hey, you know what would suck? Being pulled over by a minivan. That'd be a bad day. You're driving along, no way. I'm getting busted by a family of 5? Really? It'd be worse than that, being taken down to the station in a minivan. Just, don't make me come back there. I'll be handcuffed in the back. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? He's touching me. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? All right. Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell. By the way, you know how weird it is to do a bit about getting pulled over, look back and see a highway? You realize how weird that is? So here's my getting pulled over story, which I hope you can use because I learned it the hard way. It's my gift to you. If you're driving in the winter and it's freezing cold outside and you get pulled over, just remember this: there is no law that says how long it has to take to find your license. I'm gonna turn on the heat. That looks cold out there, man. That is just... Hope you like it. That joke cost me $179. Thank you very much, folks. Glad you were here. Have a good night. Thank you.